Chers amis, bonjour. Vous êtes sur la bonne chaîne BON. Hi, fellow viewers. You're watching BON. Welcome to share my daily tricks for learning Chinese. 欢迎收看每日汉语诀窍. My name is Francis Tchiégué, and it's good to have you there today so we can share more tips and tricks about birthdays in Chinese. Are you ready? On va démarrer. A few centuries BC, the great Chinese philosopher Zhuangzi said, 小知不及大知, 小年不及大年, which means little learning does not come up to great learning. The short-lived does not come up to the long-lived. Hi again, 大家好 Welcome back on BON. You're watching Tricks for Learning Chinese. 您正在收看的是每日汉语诀窍. The whole week we've been talking about birthdays in Chinese. 生日, 生日, you remember? So how about seeing today how to ask somebody's age in Chinese? And even how to tell your own age in Chinese. You know, actually it's just as simple as hello. Very easy. You don't believe? Get a pen right now and take a piece of paper. I'll show you the trick. First of all, if you're watching our program for the first time today, then here's the key for you to step in and follow everything with others. The basic 4 tones. You have to know them. La, 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 la. Whatever syllable you pronounce in Chinese should be pronounced with one of those 4 tones. Ma, 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 ma. If you misuse the tones, you might completely change the meaning of what you're saying. Unlike English, where you're free to change the tone according to your mood, in Chinese, you have to follow the 4 tones if you want to be understood. The tones are ma, that's the first tone. Ma, the second. Ma, and ma. I'll give you some simple examples. So I just told you the 4 sounds. Ma, 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 ma. Let's take this example. There's a word. There are many words like this in Chinese. If you say, for instance, shi, shi, you heard this sound? Shi, it means something. But if you change it to shi, you're saying completely something else, something completely different. And if you say shi, it's something else again. Let me write for you those words. You read this character, shi. Shi in Chinese means wet, like wet tissue, you know, something wet, something that contains some water, wet. Shi. 这个衣服有点湿. Shi means wet. So you read it this way. Shi. It belongs to the first tone. So you say shi. When you say shi, any Chinese person understands that you mean wet. Well, you put it, of course, you put it in a sentence, in the middle of a sentence. If you say about something that this stuff is shi, everybody understands you mean it is wet. Shi. Now, what about this? You read this shi, shi. Now it's a climbing, rising tone. Shi, it means 10. Can you feel the difference between shi and shi? The difference is just the sound, just musical. I mean, it's the same pronunciation, but the sound is different. That's the tone. Shi and shi. So this means wet. And this means 10. Shi, you read it this way. What about this? You read it shi. It sounds like this one, right? But you feel there is an inflection when you read this shi. And this shi, you see, it's climbing straight. This one is having an inflection. Shi. So you write it the same way again. But the tone is the 3rd tone. You feel in your throat. Shi, this instead of shi. So shi means history in Chinese. The history. 历史. So this history. And 是, what means 是? This is the fourth tone. 是. Once again, it is like this, and the fourth tone. 是. 是 is used to say yes, it is, right. For instance, you ask somebody, "Hey, 你是那个谁吗?" 是. 是吗?是. 是 means yes, it is. So, you can use it like yes. 是. If you say 10, that means 10. Can you feel the difference? It's all about these melodies. That's all. You get the four tones, and you will understand everything in Chinese. I mean, when you express yourself in Chinese, everybody will understand what you're saying. 是, 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 是. Now, how to ask somebody's age in Chinese? You know, there are various ways to do it. In English, for instance, we always say, "How old are you?" How old are you? But in Chinese, you can say, 你多大了?你多大了?你 means you. 多大了? You can also say, 你多大岁数?你多大岁数了? Or, 你今年多大了? Like, how old are you this year? But here, they're not trying to emphasize about this year, like exactly, because of course when you say how old are you, it means this year. But in Chinese, it's a kind of way of speaking. How old are you? 你今年多大了? And you have many other ways. But I would suggest you for the moment to just remember the shortest form. Very short and very easy. 你多大了? Just 4 syllables. 你多大了? First, let me explain. 大, we saw it. 大 in Chinese means big. 大小. 大 means big. So, 你多大了? It's like you are asking, how big are you? But here, big in this context means old. How old are you? 你多大了? When you meet a friend, you could say something like, "Hey, hello, hello, how old are you?" "Well, I'm 38. And you?" "I'm 25. Let's do it in Chinese. Very simple. "Hey, 你好,你好. Eh, 你多大了?我38. 你呢?我25. You see? 你好,你好. 你多大了? How old are you? 我38. I am 38. 38. We saw the numbers, you remember? 我38. I'm 38. 你呢? What about you? 我25. I'm 25. 25. 25. Very simple. But if you're asking a child who is supposed to be under 10, you often don't say 多大了. I mean, Chinese people, you better say 你几岁了? But somebody who obviously is under 10, the age of 10, you say 你几岁了? You often don't ask little children, how old are you in terms of, well, in English we don't separate this, but in Chinese there's a difference between how old are you for people who are under 10 and for people who are above 10. Even for people who are older, who are very old, you have different ways to say. So for children, you say 你几岁了? 你几岁了? Like, hey, 你好. 你好. Hey, 几岁了? 我3岁了. That's the way it goes between adult and child, you see. You ask the child, hello. Hello. How old are you? I am 3. Very simple, you see. And in all these sentences, just try to get the tones right. It means you repeat them just like you were repeating a short piece of music. Don't change anything in the tone. And that's all. So, 你多大了? How to pronounce it, how to write the phonetics. For us who are already kind of used to the tones, when I say 你多大了, you can guess which tones are used here. 你多大了,你多大了. You see? 你 here, we are using the second tone. 多 is the first tone, of course. 大 for 大. And l is a toneless syllable. We saw that we have some toneless syllable like ma when you're asking a question. 你多大了? This last syllable is short and light. L. You don't say 你多大了, but 你多大了. And here, 你几岁了? This is for children. When you're asking a little child, how old are you? You often don't say 你多大了. You say 你几岁了? 你几岁了? Once again, let's put the tone marks together. So here, 你几岁? 你几岁了? And here, as a review for us, we saw that when a third tone is immediately followed by another third tone, then the first becomes a second tone. So you have 你 and 几. In this case, this becomes the second tone. 你, that's why we say 你几岁了? 你几岁了? You see? You only feel the third tone on this one. 你几岁了? Simple. Of course, later we're going to see more complex forms, formal and respectful ways to ask somebody's age. So for very old people, you say 您高寿. You see? 您高寿. This is a very high level of language, you know. Say 您高寿. 您今年高寿. And you have another classical way, 您贵庚了. 您贵庚了. When you watch all these old Chinese movies, you know, of last centuries, you hear this way of speaking. Very interesting, very nice, very melodious. 您贵庚了. That's the way to ask people about their age. But it's not a common way. It's a very high level way, very formal. Remember this. 你多大了? Simple. 你多大了? 我今年38. 你呢? 你多大了?好了，那我们今天的节目到这就要结束了，感谢您的收看，让我们明天同一个时间在蓝海电视再会。Well, fellow viewers, let's make it again tomorrow on BON same time with more tricks. I'm Francis Tchiégué. Thanks for watching. Au revoir, à demain. Bis morgen. Bye for now. 再见，明天见。
都想把中文学得好，所以呢，因此他们经常会问我：“哎呀，秸秆，你的中文说的挺好啊，那个。”这个中文的那个成语，你帮我翻一下，翻成英文。这个成语怎么说？用英文怎么说？那个词用英文怎么说？
A few centuries BC, the great Chinese philosopher Zhuangzi said, 小知不及大知, 小年不及大年, which means little learning does not come up to great learning. The short-lived does not come up to the long-lived. Chers amis, bonjour, vous êtes sur la bonne chaîne BON. Hi, fellow viewers, you're watching BON. Welcome to share my daily tricks for learning Chinese. 欢迎收看每日汉语诀窍. My name is Francis Tchiégué and it's good to have you there today so we can share more tips and tricks about birthdays in Chinese. Are you ready? va démarrer.